Thank you to Game Over Cancer. Thank you guys for all coming out and watching. And yeah, up next, I'm going to do a true any percent run. If you're not familiar with any percent, it's something pretty cool. We're gonna go a little bit different of a route, and we're gonna hope to finish the game in probably under 5 minutes or so. It might take a couple attempts because there's some RNG to this. It's some very precise placements of turtle shells and where you kill certain enemies. But even if you do things perfectly, there's still a chance that you don't do it correctly. At the end, we're still going to have some time left over. So what I'm going to do is a little tutorial and teach you guys how to do it. So yeah, sit back and enjoy. This will be a little bit more casual for me because basically I'm just playing World 1 and then I'm playing Level 7 1. So World 1 is going to be exactly the same way as you just saw me do it. Just a couple precise jumps. And yeah, we're done. It's going to be hard for me to split without having audio cues, so I do have my audio off on this, but I think you guys can hear it, so... yeah, so with 1-2, it's a little bit more complicated. As far as the precise jumps, I think I missed this in the first one, but you want to try to land on that question block and just jump right off it to keep your P speed. But, we didn't get it there. Oh wells. Alright, so World 3 and 1-4 are the, where you're going to get the warp whistles. So, these two levels are obviously very important to the run. Here I don't have to worry about getting the possible 5-up, which I got in the last run there, because we're not going to be doing any other any other regular stages. So, and then here hopefully we get the early flight we missed last time. Nope. Yeah, as Cab mentioned in the last run, you can grab that leaf and then fly right up. Which is nice. Saves a little bit of time. It's not that much time. So we're going to, last time you saw me warp right from the warp screen into World 8. We're not doing that this time. We're going into World 2 and then we're warping again. That's the fastest way to do this. And then we're heading into 7-1 because we're not going to World 8. So if you haven't seen this, it's a little funky, but I'll be a little cautious here because I don't want to have to do multiple attempts at this. And I'll explain what I'm doing after. That one could be a pain, but we got him. Be for him to come up. Alright. I think we got it. First try. Take damage here. We're going to wait for the turtle to shake. And as soon as he hits us, we go down the pipe. Clip into that. Pipe in the side. God, I hope we got it on the first try. That would be amazing. Then we'd have plenty of time for a nice tutorial. So a little bit of craziness going on the screen right now. Boom, it's done. So yeah, we beat the game in about 4 minutes and 5 seconds. I was late to split because I was being ridiculous, but which, you know, my PB is 3 minutes and 59 seconds. I took it a little bit slowly. Actually, I say I take it a little slowly, but you know, we were even going into 7-1. But yeah, so that's the wrong warp, guys. $404 is what you guys are saying? Alright, yeah, no, I forgot to split. I didn't really care all that much, because game logic not found yet. So, basically what's happening is, you're killing the piranha plants, and you're killing the turtle shells, and placing the turtle shells in a way that, that affects the game code, and it sends you, you know, when you clip into the side of that pipe, it sends you to the end of the game. So, essentially that's what's happening. I'm going to let the credits roll out, because we do have 20 minutes, I think. I think I have, actually, I probably have 16 more minutes left on this. So I'm going to let the credits roll out, you know, shake out my arms a little bit, and then I'm going to throw on my, EverDrive, where I have a save state for 7-1, and I'll show you all how to do that wrong warp. You know, it'll take some practice, but, you know, I think it's something that anybody can do, giving, you know, if you put enough time into it. So, alright, so that's it for the credits. Power this off, throw in my EverDrive. I was playing on a real Super Mario Bros. 3 kart USA. The other thing to note on this is that if you try to do this, so before I have, you know, a bunch of people trying this after the tutorial, it is important to note that this works on original hardware only. It doesn't work on Virtual Console of any sort, so it doesn't work on the Wii U, Wii, 3DS Virtual Console. It does not work on the NES Mini, the little NES Classic Mini that they came out with. It's original hardware only. So, and emulator, because emulator is emulating the original hardware. Yeah, so I'm playing on an old school Famicom with actually the US cart, because I have a converter. Anyway, so we're gonna go into 7-1, and I'm gonna show you how to do this. Alright. So, first step is this first turtle here. And, there's nothing special with this guy. Well, I mean, there is something special. We want to kill him, we don't want to get hurt. We have to have Leaf, because there's a lot of, you know, flipping him. Oh, hold on, we gotta... Alright. As long as he's on the ground, we're fine. But we need to make sure he's on the ground. He can't be here. He can't be on the lower pipe, as far as I know. He has to be on that ground level. So that's really one of the easiest ones. Now you have to kill all 3 of these piranha plants. So I go 1, 2, 3. This guy can be a pain in the butt, because you can accidentally run into him if you're trying to do it fast, but it's fine. So we get him. And what we want to do is, I'm going to run up against this block and kill him right against the block. Alright? It's a very specific location that we're killing him. And now we're going to do this. We're running up against this side of the block. So you run up against the left block, the left side of the block. And then you run up against the left side of the right side of the block. Alright? So you've killed both of those turtles. And now this turtle goes up and down. And what we want to do is we're gonna, you know, tail this guy as he's going up, so that we can catch him in the air. So we're gonna let him go down, and we're gonna let him go swipe and catch him. Here's the hardest part. You want to, like, do a quick turnaround here, and then let go, And that's not good. Alright. We want that turtle shell. We do not want a gap between the pipe and the turtle shell. We need to get it so that there's no gap. Alright, perfect. Take a close look there. You need to make sure there's not even 1 pixel of black space there. Now he's shaking, but we went down the pipe, so it's fine. We take damage him, we grab him, and we go up here, and we turn right. And we wait for the turtle to shake. The reason we do this is because we need to be small Mario, and we need to be in a spot where we go down the pipe and he's in a specific location. So he's in that location, we need him exactly there. So as soon as you get hit, the screen sort of, the game sort of pauses for a second. So that gives you enough opportunity to hold down so that the instant gameplay resumes, you're going down the pipe and that turtle shell is in the spot that it needs to be. Now here, you just basically need to clip into this pipe. You could just run up, it takes a little bit of timing, but basically you want to jump from, I'd say, the middle of the second block, and you want to hold left and down just before you hit the pipe, because you don't want to hit the pipe and then go down. You want to clip into it as if you're jumping down into it. So it takes some practice to get used to, but it's really, that piece is not that hard. So then you go through all the funkiness and you press A, and that's it. And you know, you're there, and there's the princess, and that's the entire thing. Now, what can happen is you can do things 100% perfectly the way I just showed you, and it still won't work. What can happen is it will bring you to this room, and then when you first enter the room, the princess is kneeling and the lights are off and she's crying, it looks like. And what is supposed to happen is Mario comes in the door and the lights turn on and she gets up and great. But what can actually happen is that the princess stays there and Mario never comes through the door and the lights stay dim and you're stuck. It's basically a soft lock. Not basically a soft lock, it is a soft lock. And there's nothing you can do about it. It doesn't mean you did anything wrong. But let me show you what happens if you did do something wrong. So if you did do something wrong,